Welcome back, Last Request Barbecue Show. It's not actually that late, but you know, thank you, daylight savings time or whatever. We're all lit up and we're cooking midweek. We have got a very special treat for my 1,000+ subscribers. Thanks to everybody for subscribing. I went down to the St. Lawrence Market in Toronto to get that sushi grade tuna for the Everything Bagel tuna episode. I also picked up a piece of amazing, check this out. Look at that salmon. That is organic Irish salmon right off the coast of Ireland. Shout out to all my good friends in Ireland and my good friends at Enterprise Ireland. Look at that piece of salmon. Amazing, sushi grade. We're gonna treat it gently, so to speak. I've been trying to figure out a great recipe to try this new Cattleman's Grill Blackening seasoning. That's right, Cattleman's Grill Blackening seasoning. And that's courtesy of our friends at All Barbecue Canada. And then on top of it, we're going to put this Hey Grill Hey spicy apple jalapeno sauce right on top. And there's actually chunks of apple in it. It's pretty cool. We're going to cook it on a base of lemons. We're going to cook it on the Yoder, and then we're going to bring it inside and broil the top just to finish it off. And it's not going to take too long. A lot of delicious fish coming. Thanks again for subscribing. Let's get going. All right, let's get going. So first things first, let's get some lemons cut, because that's going to be on the base. And I'm going to just make a bunch of slices of these lemons, and that is going to go mostly underneath, but also on top. So what are we using here? We're using South African lemons, which I find the most flavorful lemons. Now that perhaps matters a little less than when we're squeezing it, but if you tuned in to the U.S. Thanksgiving Chipotle turkey episode, that extra pop of super flavor into the gravy was courtesy of these lemons. All right, so we've got a bunch of lemons cut. First of all, we're going to lay our bed down, comme ça. And so that'll be the bed on which we lay this amazing piece of salmon. And as you see, I've gone through the centerpiece of the salmon versus the tail, which is by far the best piece. Now, I could also cut this piece off because it's going to grill up pretty thin, but I like the crunchy stuff on the sides actually, so I'm going to keep it. All right, now on top of that, I'm going to put this Cattleman's Grill Blackening seasoning. It's specifically designed for fish. Looking forward to this. Now the Yoder is working up to about 450, 425, nice and hot. I want this done fairly quickly. There we go. Just pat that in. And then we're going to add on our Hey Grill Hey apple jalapeno. Delicious apple smells with a bit of jalapeno. I'm really happy I found this from All Barbecue Canada. It was a recommendation from Dean. He said, you got to try this new stuff I listed. Never heard of it, but that's the beauty of All Barbecue Canada, is you haven't heard. You know, he doesn't carry the usual stuff that's found in the usual places. And he's very particular about what he carries. All right. You can even see, right, these pieces of apple. Fantastic, right? A little more up here. That's it. We are ready to go on to the Yoder. All right, so our Yoder is up to temperature 425 degrees. When it's cold out, it's a little noisy. You can hear it complaining a little bit. It was complaining a lot before, and it will complain a little bit more later. But let's get our salmon onto this wonderful, oh, there we go, Yoder. Oh, look at that smoke coming through. Amazing. Right here, right up top. Let's close this up. The Yoder's working hard to keep temperature, so we're probably going through a lot of pellets. Yeah, we're going through a lot of pellets as I suspected, but that's all right. I might get a Yoder blanket for this. It's supposed to insulate it. How much difference is it going to make? Anybody out there who's got one, let me know. I'm going to crank the temperature up because I want some good smoke, and also see if it can keep up the temperature I want before 25. Won't stay in there too long. And of course, I'm going to bring it out not quite finished because I'm going to put it under the broiler to sear up the top back in the kitchen. So let's bring you back when I'm ready to do that. All right, let's do a mid-cook check. The probe tells me, by the way, I put a probe in. I always forget that. So I put the temperature probe in from the Yoder, telling me the fish is 86. Let's take a look. Oh, that is looking amazing. Now I'm going to do a second check with this temperature just to check where all different places are going. Yeah, 80. See, that's a 117, 101. 92. Not surprisingly, the thinner piece is around 118. So I want to get this to about 130. So let's keep it going. All right, temperature is telling me it's about 105. And like I said, my target temperature is about 135, but I want the top to get seared in with the broiler inside the house. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, woo! Look at that, that's coming along so nicely. Delicious, look at that. Amazing, smells just amazing. So let's get this into the house and throw it underneath the broiler. All right, we are in the house and we are about to put our salmon under the broiler. And while I've been doing that, my lovely wife, Paula, has made some nice baby bok choy on the ensemble cookware. Cool handle, love that. Now let's get our salmon into the broiler for the finishing touch. All right, I think our salmon is ready. I've turned the broiler off. It's just blackened on the top. It's looking amazing. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Beautiful kind of blackening on top. Let's do a quick temp check. Not too long on the broiler, boy. That wasn't long. Let's see, what are we at? Oh yeah, 134, 135. Perfect, perfect. We are calling that done and done. There we go. Simple, easy blackened salmon with jalapeno. Bon appetit.